Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 12 of our Zhatan the Black Realm of Souls campaign. In today's episode, we are here with Zhatan and Lord Shaxx to be finishing off Zufbar here. We did sack Oakenhammer, kind of hold on back. We don't quite have the movement to do the claiming of the city that I'd like, so Barundin either is going to run away further, or he may jump into Oakenhammer and accept his final fate. We also have Castable Cragbrows coming on over and passing out the Iron Sworn and other artillery pieces, as well as the Infernal Iron Guard as well, for the Infernal Fire Glaives, to add to Zhatan's army and make them way more deadly. We're doing some shuffling around, and Gorduz is going to find himself in this army full of Hobgoblins, buffing them to pretty much as he can, and no trouble running over fellows with the combined forces of Zhatan and Castable. We now have a lot of raw materials sitting around. I want to go on over to the Gates of Zharr, and right away we shall build the Temple of Hashut, which is mostly going to be useful for that Conclave influence gain per turn, and the extra Winds of Magic for all armies as well. +3 is nothing to scoff at. Sweet goodness. We are also going to start saving up the all of the Conclave influence we currently have, and we're going to keep saving on up until we can grab the Subjugator. I'm pretty sure our rivals will definitely claim one of these other seats, hopefully both of them, and that way we don't have to spend any more on tier 3, and we can just go ahead and grab whatever once you do grab their seat, all of the tower spots that they'd already claimed, they do then belong to you immediately. It's going to be a huge power spike on top of gaining all of their lands and armies, grabbing all of the seats of Zharr that they already had as well. We have 1,000 left in our raw materials pool. Love to have gotten the gold refinery over here as well. What we will do instead is upgrade the mine shaft. Going to cost a little bit more workload, but we'll get even more raw materials. Seems nice. A little bit of gold left as well. I think we may spend some labor to rush construction here. Make sure our income is even further. The events freak out every single time we do something on one of the settlements. So I just have to keep that in mind. Alright. Got a couple further things I wanted to do before we ended the turn. We could do the same over here, upgrading the mine shaft. A little bit more workload, but more raw materials. And we'll grab the military convoys. Got not enough gold just yet, and they're almost on the way back. So one more turn before the kneecap surgeon's back, and we can send him out to go claim some more kneecaps. Kind of cool. Can we do any upgrading to Zufbar's infrastructure at all? Looks like the answer is no. We love the high quality assembly line in sooner rather than later. Alright, I think things look good there. We'll leave Zufbar. We'll probably just put in some defensive buildings. Although we can kind of just leave Zufbar as a more either military or industrial site, and let Karak Kadrin be the site that has the Dreadquake mortar firing out and over into the old world here. Alright then, let's skip on through. Hello? Let's drag me back over to the Desolation of Drakkenmore, and we'll end the turn. Our turn once more. A seat I controlled has been usurped. Excuse me? Listen, brother. Oh, he stole my random +1 capacity. That one's amazing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Why don't you want to finish up one of these seats? I keep hearing about my desire to vassal. They're like, nah, not at all. We're not having it. You come on and join this army, but let's not do it here. I want Sisythus to keep moving. So no reason to be in your camp stand. Let's go jump into March. We're going to have him move up north here and start at least scouting out and seeing what's going on over here with the Eagle Ares. Or alternatively, we can just kind of strike out across the ocean to face off against Tepok's spawn. Which I think with his army of full slaves is probably not a good idea. We'll move up north here. May do some recruiting up at the Gates of Zharr. For now, this group will be how it is. We'll send the Castellan over to join his army. And then we'll spend some of the other raw materials on a rail network at the Gates of Zharr. Closing in on him being able to upgrade our main manufactory here up to the manufacturing complex, getting us access to those Dreadquake mortars, which that is going to be game-changing. Alright, Desminius. Get on down here. We do some full switch 'em ups. I think we would lose all of our movement, so before we do that, let's come on through and attack Hammer Fist here. We'll have Lord Shax come and do some assassinate. Doesn't have a good chance to do so. We can try it though. We get more skills for doing it. This is where the Kadai are born of fire, in the darkest of magics. Sweet, now we're working on the continuous bombardment. We've got another malignant totem. And we have one more unit capacity for the Infernal Iron Sword. I'm glad we got that before they left. Or Drazowith so rudely stole them from us. Let's go for Woundmaker. And did you actually succeed? No, he failed. Such is the way. But let's at least bring you down to reinforce. Scoot on down. Have Zhatan attack, and if he can actually switch the units off while we're in battle here, that'd be great. Right, sweet, we can. Go on down, trade the guys off, and then we'll get this thing started. Alright, so we will trade Gorduz over. We'll also trade the Wolf Raiders. And that's it for now. We'll grab, oh yeah, these 3 Dwarf Warriors, Infernal Iron Sworn, Fire Glaives, and the Magma Cannon. See how that kind of shapes things up. And then we'll come on in and grab... Need to grab anything else? I do want to leave one of the artillery pieces with Castable so he can defend himself a little bit better there. I think this looks good to me. Yep. Keep things as are. And then Zhatan can easily auto-resolve this. Could be no problem whatsoever. We'll hand out the magical damage to whomever doesn't have it. Ooh, actually, it'd be pretty good on the Ravagers of Ashut there. Full Centaur Renders. Smash, we lost 18. And we will go ahead and occupy Oakenhammer as a outpost. Right next to the city so we don't have any issues with Rundon attacking us. And then we can pass out all of our skill points. Let's go for Zano, just the survivalist. Their health buff going. Ithuk. Grabbing Flamestorm, I think, is going to be a good idea. If we can get reload time reduction for his little flare pistol, though, that will allow him to apply the flame weakness a lot more often. Oh, you know what? We probably should have made that a factory due to the fact that Zufbar is got the high quality assembly line there, so all of our armaments output in this area will be a lot higher. So what we'll do is we'll repair this with gold, and then we'll go ahead and convert it on over the next turn. No problem. Alright, so our labor is looking rather nice. Let's go ahead and send some back to Zharr-Naggrund here, and save everywhere else, so we don't spend any more than we need. An issue we're having pretty regularly over here on the Ashtragoth for the Drazowith campaign. Right, I think that looks about what we can get done for this turn, movement-wise. So we want to save over in Karakadrin for the Dreadquake mortar there, the prototype Mega Mortar, and then we'll start moving on, upgrading some of the factory and outpost cities. Getting the walls of the Dead Rock Gap not super useful right now. We've got most of the mountains down here completely subjugated down to our will. We're good to go. Oh, good idea. Convoy dispatch. Thank you, game. Kneecap Surgeon needs to go find us some more goodies. Alright, so we'll go send out some gold and come back with preferably more labor. We've already gone down this path once, so it'll be really dangerous on the path, the journey there. We may just go down to Grungzint. Gives us the most labor as well. The first spot here is going to high threat, but I don't really... Oh, we're already heading down here. Okay, never mind. Such is the way, then. All right, we'll come on up to the north then, and then hand him off to the Palace of Ruin, which is going to be a very dangerous journey. But I think he can handle it. Oh, wait. I am lying. We don't want to send armaments. Man, we have to go up here and send 500 gold for not all that much. Even bumping it up, we only get about 600. I mean, it'll be a really dangerous trip there, so we should get lots of fights. As long as it's not against the Skaven, I'm very happy to have him. He can handle it. Right then. Pass off the commandments in Zufbar. We'll go for the Masterful Architects. And then we will finally go ahead and end the turn. Alright, the Zufbar army comes back on in to face us. And we will go ahead and fight this one, even though we could definitely go ahead and auto-resolve it. I'm going to fight it. And we'll try out all of our brand new artillery pieces and have some lovely bit of armor practice. Let's get to it. And I am glad they came on in to attack us, because this allows us to now reposition and replenish before our turn and get ready to attack Castle Drakenhof. We have all of our artillery pieces up front there, which is very disrespectful. I love it. Let's throw these guys up to about there, but we'll pull them back. They've got a nice angle of fire. Thomas the Pain Train can keep them safe. Deathstreak Rocket can be up front. It has a little bit less range. Having 2 magma cannons is going to be an absolute nightmare for the enemy there. Words don't properly convey it. I've got a chap over here to keep them safe. We care about them all of 0. Zhatan, and then the new Infernal Ironsworn. Awesome unit. Armor piercing grenades they toss. Just render anything they throw those at a quivering pile of meat. This is horrifying. These guys are awesome. Infernal Ironsworn for the win. Throw you guys behind. We have all of our Hobgoblin archers still. Love to see them. We will be replacing all of them with either blunderbusses or iron glaives later on. Blunderbusses up front. Fire glaives on the flank on this side. Oh, we don't need all of these guys, just the infantry, just the Zharr at least. All of the hobgoblins. We'll put you guys over here with the Zharr. In that flank. With the Bull, Keithuk, and the Kadai Destroyer. Alright, a whole bunch of setup for about a 5-minute battle. Let's get to it. I don't really care who they fire at. That's a perfectly... Pick your targets, boys. We will scoot the demon train up to start getting some shots in. Everyone else can scoot themselves forward as well. Zhatan, let's go find the enemy lord and just go give him a hug right away. You go give the enemy lord a hug as well. He's gonna have lots of new friends. Move you guys off the side there. Oh, they're getting some shots in with the Doom Train. Alright, we'll hold them on back. They have now given away their position, and we can blast them to pieces. Shoot the miners and the other ranger units. That Destroyer's taking some shots. Zhatan, get on in there. Go ahead and activate your armor. Flame and Shadow to go ahead and weaken all of these ranger units here. You have the Dreadquake battery as well. Because we're not so scared of the miners, let's go ahead and use it to deal with the rangers. Heroic killing blow there. Weaken you right on up. Keep the Kadai Destroyer moving. Go ahead and launch the Burning Head through the line as well. Armor of Contempt. Dreadquake battery splashes down. Go ahead and reforge the Kadai Destroyer. Make sure you're eliminating them. Charge it in from behind there. Get some nice slow-mo shots. Magma Cannon rips through. Didn't even hit. Wasn't even targeting this unit here. Still killed some units. They're almost in range of the grenades. They really don't want to get in range of the grenades. Go ahead and deal with them. You charge on it as well. Go ahead and launch down the piercing bolts of burning on all of these units here who want to kind of hang out. You turn and fight. You go ahead and get your shots down here on one of these units of Rangers. Go ahead and crash on in. Zhatan, let's weaken this unit here. And then go for the enfeebling foe on their lord. Allow us to eliminate them pretty quickly. Let's have the Kadai rotate over to deal with these Bugman's Rangers, who just received an absolute wallop, so never mind, we don't need to. We're good. All they've got left is a unit of Rangers back here. Let's see if we can get a shot in on them. Death Streak explodes, and it's not all that great up close, I can't lie, so that's fine. Let's bring the Blunderbusses over and have them just kind of finish that off. Iron Sword as well. Looks like most of them are going to go ahead and flee regardless. Watching your friend get exploded by shrapnel is never a good time. There's the victory, though. We're going to hunt down as many of these guys as we can, though, so we don't have to have and yet another battle chasing them off our land, and I'll catch you all with the campaign map. Alright, miners smushed. Theater discipline is stolen. And we have new workers for the mines. You brought us our workers. How lovely. Thank you, Zufbar. A misfire. Someone will pay for this. Mark my words. Due to some no doubt mortal error on the production line, our ammunition supplies are faulty, which will dramatically weaken our combat capabilities unless we intervene quickly. So what do we do to address the problem? We do nothing and lose ammunition in range, or we replace the faulty ammo. Which sucks, but that's fine. Not losing range and missile damage. The Gore Queen has an outpost building being built. Lovely. Awesome to see. Alright, Zhatan. We do actually need to send one of these units over to the other guys, and I think that'll be the Great Taurus. So let's have Castable grab himself the Great Taurus. Enjoy. And then Lord Shax will join in with Zhatan's forces. So Lund Gundrickson is going to be retreating on away. His forces are weak enough that we're not scared of that no matter what. Let's have Shax come on over and actually attack Drakenhof, try to assault those garrison. Okay, couple missions are successful, that's fine. But did he succeed? Awesome. So weakening the garrison of Drakenhof, that's not bad. I mean, that's nothing for what's coming to them, but they at least know their death is going to be swift. For Castable, let's go for Tyrant. Since he's moving with Zhatan, the blue line is way more useful for him, and he'll have plenty of opportunities to stay alive. Let's go for piercing shots for that missile strength. For both. We're going to make both of these guys snipers as well. That was a really good, really good option, but it just got overwhelmed in the Under Empire there. Go for get him. Maximize out that speed. Lord Shax will go for Wound Maker. He'll be ready to fight as soon as he's in an army. Let's give him some good weapons. Malignant Totem sounds really great. And the Iron Curse icon for extra missile resistance or charge bonus. Well, let's actually combine these. Neither of them are very exciting. We got something even worse. Alright, fair enough. Well, the Radiating Spike for Perfect Vigor does sound pretty awesome. We'll keep Lord Shax riding on around like a crazy lad. Chopping fools up with that axe. Whose praise are still need a talisman for Zhatan the Black, though. The Malignant Totems are awesome, but he has so many activated skills as is. We'll go ahead and keep that off. Let's start working through Iron Will down to the end of the blue line, and then we can finally start upgrading his forces there. That blue line in their Unbridled Cruelty gives us a drop of 10% to our upkeep, which by itself is very worth it. Alright, Zhatan. Let's come on over and besiege Castle Drakenhof. Let's see quickly who they're at war with.
Do not underestimate.
I mean, I'm fine with making a deal with Talabheim. Let's go find those guys. I will join your war with Drakenhof. And you give me all of your gold. Hush up. Give me your money. We'll be over there to make you as servants rather soon. Don't you worry. Men of Talabheim better start doing your push-ups now. Alright, Zhatan. Going over to claim at Castle Drakenhof. The vampires are nowhere to be seen. Well, hello, undead. We'll continue the siege. Gonna be an easy win either way, but we'll have ourselves a nice siege against the asshole of Drakenhof. Move on down. He may take some attrition no matter what there. That's fine. Those who don't survive did not deserve to survive. Let's get them. The map of Drakenhof, I believe, is well known to us at this point. We have the two really weak spots with no towers whatsoever. Those should probably be addressed at some point there. Let's get to it. Alright, let's get to bringing down these walls and defeating the biggest disappointment of necromancy you've ever seen. Alright, I think we'll grab our Iron Sworn. We'll hit the same side. This has got the largest area. That's usually where they want to post up at, especially at this little minor supply location here, from what I've seen in the past. So let's go ahead and zoom on up. And with the new... how the AI works in siege battles, they do perform really strangely every time. You never really know where they're going to set up, but it's usually going to be 2 or 3 guys on the walls and then everyone else back in defensive positions. And that is to kind of keep you from cheesing the game and going around with sneaky units, but it kind of allows you to cheese them even harder. Let's grab the Iron Demons, put both of these guys up on the hill. They've got high ground. Death, Shriek, Rocket. A little bit off to the side. None of them should be in range of any kind of target or towers whatsoever. With the Eye Destroyer, he can honestly have his own way no matter where he wants to go. We'll send the Bull Centaur Renders around the back. Also easily strong enough to handle their own. Goblin Archers. Put the Blunderbusses on the inside. That'll make me want to move the train over so it doesn't get any friendly fire. Torn to shreds. We'll have the Iron Glaives also taking the high ground. Ithuk, Zhatan, and our groups. We need the Infernal Guard as well. Bring them on over so they don't get shot to pieces over on the other side there. Join you guys up in Group 1. All of our artillery and weapons teams. That's not what I want to do at all. I wanted these 3 to be in guard mode. There we go. She in melee. Right then, Kadai, we'll get you moved over just a little bit there. Maybe don't get in the way of those cannons, that'd be real bad. Battle begin. Yeah, there's no one over here. Take a look at that. Oh, here they are. It took a second for those Graveguard to fizzle on into combat, or into reality. Alright, well, let's just kind of stand here for a second and blast away. There are no towers, though, so we can start moving up and taking the position. And we will. One on forward. Blunderbuss is taking a different position, though, because that's a little bit funky. I'm going to go about here. Send the Renders around. Start chopping on those gates. Kadai Destroyer, you start breaking through those gates as well. We'll send the Doom Train around with you. Alright, Zhatan, you and our mage start moving forward ever so slightly. We can get the Piercing Bolt of Burning down on the walls. With the best opportunity to cast one of those. Get 2 units here. Try that. Go for the Flame and Shadow over here on this little spot that's kind of a corner. There's more of them grouped up. We can go for the Sadistic Snare. And ride down on top of them. Destroy this unit as fast as we can. Armor of Gazrak, go. Leadership reduction on these guys so they fizzle away faster. Drop down the armor. Yep, keep these 2 safe. Good. Alright. Iron Sword are hitting the walls as well. They might start throwing those grenades up, which would be quite devastating for our enemies there. They may not have line of sight, which would be fine. I actually kind of prefer it. The Doom Train moving up. You get through those gates. Iron Glaives, let's get up on the walls here. Same thing with our 2 shotguns. Up on the walls. Have you guys beat down those gates? Thank you, please. Reinforcements have arrived. Not that we really need them, they're just hiding. They're huddling on the inside. Please don't deactivate me. Alright, Come on out. We can keep just kind of harassing them with spells. No reason not to. Hobgoblins coming on in. Where are they reinforcing from? Over on this side. Alright, well, we'll bring them way wide then. And go ahead and take the walls. Around Hell Cannon. Go ahead, just post up here. Great Taurus, we're going to send you in to go start chopping down towers as they show up. So fly on in. They have no missiles to speak of. Move up this way. A Doom Train will bring you in as well. No one should be able to reinforce fast enough. Just sit there and bother them with your flare gun. Alright, shotguns, hold this whole way here. No one will get past you. No one at all. Send Gordas in as well to go ahead and just snag the point. Our Infernal Castellans come on in and hold this position here. Harass our warriors that are left. Start working on the gatehouse. Blood to speed them on up. Move forward with all of our artillery teams. Start harassing these others as they're coming on in. We haven't even really needed to bring in the Ironsworn, but let's go ahead and do it. Bring them up to this position here. And all the Hobgoblin archers. Just giving all the orders. Alright, get them all in. This is going to be a nasty casting. We'll go ahead and drop in the Burning Head. Straight down the hallway. Smash into those Black Knights. You move in and use those guns. Bring down that tower. Zhatan over the top here. Go ahead and hit those Black Knights. Also put on the piercing bolts of burning as they don't really want to charge into us. Keep kind of wiggling back and forth. Away the cutthroats. Swoogity swoogity. In marches the Kadai Destroyer. Flame and Shadow as well. Activate all the other actual combat abilities first, and then Flame and Shadow in the back. Looks good. Bringing that tower down quickly. You go ahead and land yourself in the back line. Drop down the extra sundering damage. And the Ring of Thorns on Zhatan. While everyone else finally makes it on in. Alright, sweet. The cutthroats that are coming on over the top there, we can send them into combat. Rush them forward. Clog up this spot here just fine. Looks like the Vargolf is thinking about joining the fight. I think it should. I can go hunt you down. You just kind of sneak on past them. Zhatan and the hero can work together. Let's fly over this way. Zhatan, I'm going to have you actually fight the Vargolf. Meanwhile, our sorcerer here is going to go harass everyone else with magic. Other than Vargolf, that's a bad idea. They never forget. And they never forgive. Fine there. We'll go ahead and have you hover around this tower. Get ready to bring it down once it spawns on in. You guys stay here and start ripping some shots where you can. Every time I see the unit been wiped out in the Chaos Dwarfs, it freaks me out. I'm not used to having his summon. That tower there. Hell Cannon, go ahead and start ripping some shots into these graveyard as they move in. Other Akazaz, let's go ahead and move them in as well. Kind of come on around. Snag position there. That'd be great. These raiders. Send them inside the walls over here. The spearmen are fighting against our castellans, who are going to pretty easily rip them apart. Very defensive units. Real good in melee. Oh, I guess the Die Destroyer is easily handling them by himself. Love to see it. Alright, let's give the melee defense debuff to the Vargolf as it tries to flee. There is no escape. Only the void. You drop down on the Necromancer. Give him a hug. He'll never forget. And the old Burning Head to singe those Ghouls. On, you go ahead and hit me from behind. I didn't. Oh, don't bounce that. Oh, perfect. Oh, there's no escape. Don't run, skeletons. Your turn on the Barbie. Charge down. Drop. Tier 2 bolts are burning back there. Move in to claim this point so we don't take any more damage from those towers, and I think we've got him. Castle Drakenhof falls. A decisive victory indeed. We lost 0 units across the entirety of both of our armies there, which is pretty incredible. Like the Talisman of Endurance. And yeah, now we're immediately going to occupy Castle Drakenhof as a tower. I think we'll actually tick this one up to the secondary tier for just a spot of 50 Conclave influence. Just tier 2, nothing higher. The Ancestor Relic of Gazul. We certainly gave Gazul more Dawi dead to watch over. Now the relic they've guarded over is ours to use as we see fit. Our Demon Smiths could corrupt it for the Great Drill of Asut, powering its descent into the core of the earth. Alternatively, we could keep the Brazier for ourselves. Perforating the artifact through Zharr-Naggrund would be an undeniable display of your power, and we will indeed. The Brazier of Gazul gives us the Ancestral Vengeance summon, which is pretty awesome. 2 extra units of Kadai Fireborn and 75 Conclave influence. First one we will claim for ourselves. Probably pass the Brazier of Gazul out to either Castable here or Lord Shax. And pass out these skills that we have gained for securing Drakenhof, though. Raising and sacking. Got Maka coming in and shouting at me for recording. What do you want, Maka? That's what I thought. Alright, after some treats and some tummy scratches, they should leave me alone for another at least 5 minutes or so. Let's go ahead and pass out the blue line skills that we want. I think we'll go for the Despoilers. Reduction recruitment cost. Whoa, take it back. Recruit rank +2. That's a tough call. Let's go for the sacking. We like gold. You would need to be always ready. Give the Tyrant. Hellforged bolts for both of his lads there, so Hellforged bolts and the stabilized bipod. Or both. Awesome sauce. We claim Castle Drakenhof. It comes with a Ash level, which actually not bad idea to keep in. We'll go ahead and delete the Hobgoblin mustering camp, and we'll take Drakenhof up to tier 3 with our raw materials. So that way we can put in the gold mine. Oh, we can put in the gold mine already. It just goes up to tier 3, maximized as a Goldsmith's Guild Hall. Okay, that's good to know. I do think we want to leave in the Ash level just for now, so we can get in the extra infantry units or the blunderbusses if we really want them. So if we can come in and increase their overall usage rate, although we don't really want to spend any more armaments. So you know what? I think for now, we may take out our Ash level. Slot in something else. Maybe one of the research rate buildings, like the Kadai building. Over at Zufbar, we're almost where we can put in the Iron Mine. Almost. So let's get the Bane Guard House to make sure things are maintained defense. Sharkadrin up here, we can put in the prototype Mega Mortar. Sweet. A lot of gold, but I think it's well worth it. Let's go ahead and rush construction on the mine here. Nothing puts the lie to the Ancestors' power like parading the relics of the beating heart of Zharr-Naggrund. Such a display of superiority is sure to impress the Conclave of Evil. No doubt they watch from the Temple of Hashut, as this relic of Gazul is marched through the streets, and all gather to revel in your conquest. Oh, hello.
Relics hold great power. Yet such strength will not wake in the hands of the Chaos Dwarfs. And so the Demon Smiths must corrupt the artifacts, turning them into weapons worthy of Zharr-Naggrund. Such potent magic takes a hideous toll on those who wield its might. The halls of Zharr-Naggrund are lined with the frozen forms of past sorcerers, their statues standing in mute testament to the curse of petrification, the blight of all Chaos Dwarf sorcerers.
Indeed. Zhatan, though, does not have to worry. He likes to use his axe. For a dead rock gap, do we want to add our labor quotas up over here? I think we do. More raw materials for the mines. We will also go ahead and not rush construction. We'll send some guys back to Zharr-Naggrund since we're going to need the labor soon. I'd like to use what we can on our conclave influence, so we'll spend almost all of it we can. We'll come on and find out soon that we needed all of these guys for something or other. That's fine. We've got lots sent on back up to 233. We wanted to claim back any of our lost seats we can, and I think it might be a good idea to grab... Field Marshal seat sounds awesome. Spawns a temporary army of hobgoblins and sacking enemy settlements. It is a 5-turn cooldown, which is a little bit sad. Alternatively, the Doom of a Shoot would make sure we win every battle, always. Let's make sure we just go for it. I think we're going to grab the Procurator, which is going to increase the control in all of our provinces as well, and make sure we don't have to worry about losing quite as many labor force. Not as many guys get pushed into the furnaces. On purpose. Let's go ahead and save our resources for yet another Temple of Hashut. They take 9 turns to come ahead and summon on in, but we'll use our... We're up to 7 now. We'll use some labor later on to speed that up, just not yet. That's way too much to start here. Isithris, let's start retrofitting your army. We're not going to have a lot of gold to do so, but let's put you into this stance and start passing off some of these laborers for something a little bit more sturdy. Still hobgoblins, but maybe a little bit more sturdy. Give him some warriors. Honestly, I don't have a problem with this. I don't want them to have Infernal Ironsworn, although 1 unit of Ironsworn would make a huge difference in this army. So you know what? We'll give them 1 unit of Ironsworn, make this kind of Sisithris his honor guard here, and we'll be out of gold for the turn, but at least they'll be a little bit more safe against the Black Orcs as they rush up here to help out against Grimgor. And we'll probably camp out up here and attack these caravans that keep snooching on through Zharr-Naggrund, at the very least. Raka. He'll be cracked in half. Got him. Known for the worst scathing insults. This is Slaanesh. Probably a bad idea. Have any kind of dealings with Slaanesh.
Bringer of glory.
And no one else wants to do deals right now, so we'll come on into our alliance page here and grab a new mission. Loon, Kraka, or Gut Shroud. The Leg Biter. Let's go ahead and grab the mission for Kraka. Well, he's a lot higher up. Let's go for Lund. He's right here. To finish them off quickly and get another mission. Now you go ahead and join up with this army here. Looks good. Got a suite of healthy heroes there. Sweet. We'll come on back over, not to Zufbar, although we could upgrade the tribute collectors. A little bit more gold. We won't. It's not that worth it. Can you give us any other stances that are more useful for you? Stay alive does not look like it. Sad day. That's fine then. Skip on through. Play the turn. Well, hello, Metal Boy. He would like us to join his war against Ostermark. How about you give me some money for it? No? You want 80 gold for fighting Ostermark. Fair enough, fine. Right, settlement besieged. Castle Drakenhof. He moved in after us, huh? Brave strategy. Let's see how it pays off for him. We lost 132. Settlement garrison threw their lives away. Interesting strategy. Alright, well that ends that nonsense right away. Castable will have you hang out in encampment stance. Let's go ahead and push yourself this direction. Keep an eye out for the undead. Not sure where they are, and we know that he does have armies hanging around, so keep an eye out. Ithuk, you're actually going to jump out and go join Castable's army here. Probably go ahead and remove one of these Hobgoblin Cutthroats. They're not as useful, so we'll combine these guys on up. Combine these guys on up. Wait, and we'll kick this unit out here. Kithuk, you go join Castable's army. Well, actually, instead of joining the army, let's go ahead and steal some technology from Chaos Tower, if you can. Hail Taurus looks awesome out of the campaign map. Zhar's wiped out. Razor standard, and were you successful? Indeed. Alright, Shax, you go ahead and join up with Zhatan. That training rolling. You're gonna have to keep chasing them though, because I meant to move you further than I did, and I forgot to, so we're gonna be -1 sorcerer for the next battle, which is gonna be a little bit scary, but I think we can handle it. Let's pull Zhatan out. We still are gonna be taking attrition, which is gross. So instead, we'll go ahead and jump into the underway stance and fly over here. Try it, Osterwald. We have the nukes. Bum. Why didn't these delete last turn? I'm a little bit confused. They decided to test me for the last time. Oh, is it because we were besieged? That makes sense. Our laborers are incredibly lazy now. Don't they know what happens? Grab Stickum. These goblins are absolutely net 38 and 45 on the melee attack and defense for a tier 1 unit. Yeah, I mean, they're almost on par with our Chaos Dwarf warriors. They would actually put up a pretty nasty fight. That's awesome to see. Alright then, let's go ahead and pass out some more of our upgrades. The Fane Guardhouse over at Oakenhammer, or Zufbar. Oakenhammer we're going to go ahead and transfer on over to the factory, which will convert. One more turn on Zufbar. Actually, let's go ahead and instead pass some labor over. Grab some guys from here. Shove them over into, I believe this is Blackwater. Let's reset though. Zufbar is Blackwater. Laborers to Blackwater and accept. Yes, please. And we'll finish up the construction. Rush it on up. So that way we can get in our high quality assembly line. Get a nice output of armaments going. Also kind of want to upgrade the tower rows here as well. Love the extra movement range, but we aren't actually moving around in Blackwater just yet, so we will go ahead and keep saving for the next Temple of Hashut. I think that's still going to be the best call. Don't mind spending some gold on Nashrak's lair here. Yep. And we'll take out this Hobgoblin mustering camp, and we'll put in something a little bit better. Probably just something that gives us some gold. Silver Pinnacle has 2 turns. We will go ahead and rush construction here. And then... was there a reason to rush the construction here? Maybe, maybe not. We could drop the raw material usage, and then we'll put in kind of factories across the board here once we take the fight to Kislev. So let's go ahead and start setting up for that now. It's not really all that worth, as I say it. Not really all that worth it. And we keep saving. We probably should have let the laborers be. We'll go ahead and send some guys back to Zharr-Naggrund. Chris is doing his upgrading on his army. Don't have enough gold to do anything else, which is fine. We're at that kind of crossroads where we're just waiting for things to slot into place. We could send out his sorcerer as well, so Petra's here. Get him out and running. Doing some damage to the enemies up ahead. I think we'll do the same with the Big Mac. Sort of assaulting some of these units, weakening things. Get our heroes working. Earning their keep. For a dangerous journey, though, we haven't had any problems whatsoever. Bring it on, fools. Try to take the kneecap surgeon's things. He dares you. Pass out some more labor here. Save everywhere else, because we're teetering on the edge of starting to need some more surplus. Skip on through, and then we'll end the turn. You're closing in on the next Tower of Zharr seat, though. Little by little. What's going on, Conehead? He wants us to join her war against Kislev for 2,000. We have been avoiding a fight with Kislev at the moment. She's been doing a really good job of pushing Astrogoth back, so let's avoid that for now. It's a lot of gold. That would be getting us into a fight with a unit or an army that's actually kind of performing pretty well against our allies. Alright, quick way down. A painstaking section of your convoy's route has required the cavalcade to lumber up an unexpectedly steep mountain, putting it behind schedule. Once reaching the pinnacle, the convoy master scouts a quicker route down the other side, which would make up for lost time. Given the sheer weight of the convoy's consignment, however, the shortcut would make for a perilous descent, which may result in some damaged goods. We lose 50 cargo and have a reduced travel time. We will go slow and steady. Hard pounding, Droth. Let's see who pounds the longest. Well, I guess we'll find out. I guess that is us now. We are the maximum pounders. Let's go gain some more labor so we can rush the Temple of Hashut. I think that's going to be really useful for us. No more seats have been claimed. They're just saving up their slots, aren't they? Little unfortunate. I would really like to not have to build up another 600, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and claim this seat here. Fix our control across all provinces. This district is done by ourselves. We'll also drop the construction cost for every industry seat we claim. So 2, 4%, 6%, 8% discount there for all of our construction. Not bad at all. Actually, with that, we should easily be able to afford the Temple of Hashut over here in the Tower of Gorgoth. Let's grab that as well. Thank you kindly. We need 1925 now in the manufacturing complex, which we should have next turn. Things looking up. Things looking up indeed. Alright, Zhatan. The war. Let's stomp out the undead horde. We're putting in some outposts over here to get them mining. Yeah, it's an easy victory. We'll go ahead and pass out the Razor Standard to Lord Shax. And the extra leadership on each one of these hobgoblins. Probably give this banner off to some other army. Nice win. We will go ahead and sack the settlement. We gained ourselves a magical item. Love that our events are a little bit wiggy. What did we gain? They're not gonna. Oh, the potion of healing. That makes sense. Alright then, we're gonna go ahead and do some more raiding. Steal as much labor as we can. Pithuk, you go ahead and steal some tech. Failed that time. Weakness. Weakness incarnate. Be always ready, buddy. You can succeed next time. Have Castable come on over and attack Chaos Tower. Hans von Waldenhof is hanging out outside. No problem. Decisive victory. 97 lost. We will sack this one as well. And also go ahead and just start raiding. Right, extra tyrant, so for more post-battle loot there. Go ahead and grab the Cinder Blast shell before we drop the armor on the lads. Alright. Bullying the undead there. Drop in a gold mine, and then we'll also go ahead and shove in the prototype Mega Mortar. Because, yes, please. More nukes, always. Nashrak Slayer will go ahead and throw in the Money Pit. And then I think we keep Sisyphus moving up north here. And we'll recruit in another Hobgoblin army to move over and kind of take on Kislev, or at least keep an eye on them. He can come on up here and start doing some damage to some of these caravans. Keep moving. Waddle. Waddle on up. We'll grab some hobgoblins. 4 of those guys there. We'll leave the army as is. I think we may grab some more raiders. So let's go ahead and get rid of the rest of these laborers here. Grab some more raiders. 2 units is fine by me. Have a nice Well, what am I doing here? We will not have enough room. Just the cutthroats. We'll get one unit out, throw in a unit of raiders. We've got 2 of them. And then we can have Petraz and Big Mac come on back and join the armies. You come on up and do some damage to the Eagle Aries here. See about stealing some tech. Big Mac, come on in and try to assault this army. Assassinating this Black Orc Big Boss would be a really good idea. If you can win. Prove yourself worthy. And now we keep saving. Not move. Well, as Dasminius here. He can come up here and join Zhatan finally. Get that additional leadership drop for anyone in our area. Cannot wait. Get a single shot from the Mega Magma Cannon and let's turn and run. Straight for the hills. Right, Ogre Mercenaries. Drop some treasury and grab some man-eaters. You know what? I think we will. Your rivals have claimed a seat. Please be a tier 3. No, they're poor. Which one did you guys grab? Which one did they snag? This one down here, the Trafficker? Interesting. You guys are just not going to be spending your points at all in tier 3, are you? They really don't want to be confederated. Not at all. Alright, well, P-Thuke, let's go ahead and try one final time here to steal some technology. Success. Actually, we'll do the same thing with this guy. I'm not so scared of Melchior here. Even though he has quite a nasty army, we don't really need the magic. We are going to instead try to get some more technology. Get to it. Well done. Right then. Let's grab the Guinness Golden Hounds for when he's back in the army. Nasty armor-piercing vortex spell. For the Kazakh Monger, we'll go ahead and grab the Despoilers. And we'll turn and deal with the undead here. And for the... Oh, we can just beat them in auto-resolve. You poor fools. Well, we lost a lot in that battle. A lot more than it said we would. We'll occupy this as an outpost. And then with that victory over the undead, I am out of time for today. I've been Space Wizard Total War. Remember, leave a like for the like god, a sub for the sub zone, and I will see you on the next one.